Yeah, hi everyone. So we are here to basically discuss about non-IIM institutes. Should you fill the form? Should you not fill the form? IFT date is tomorrow, last date. There is SPGN form come out. A lot of things. So we'll wait for a minute till maybe hopefully I get some audience, and then maybe we can start discussing on the same. So a minute for the people to join in before we start. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can put it on the chat box and I will try to address the question and answer as far as possible or whatever I can. But yeah, so we'll wait. Make videos for Snap. Okay, I will make videos for the other exam, basically the speed based exams which are there. So we will have a series, actually starting a series with speed based maths. So that is sort of for a will help for Snap also. Right. So if you have any specific question that you want to ask, you can put in the chat box. I'll start in another minute, and then maybe we can go ahead with whatever queries and etc. we have. So basically, the whole presentation is about non-IIM institute. So we're talking about IIM. So yes, you directly apply when you're applying for the CAT. So this specific case is for the non-IIM institutes as far as possible. So a lot of people do run after IIMs. I'm not saying no tag name, so you're from the IIM, etc. All that is really good. I'm not denying that fact. I mean, who doesn't want a good brand name behind him? Yeah, but I think and what I believe is that there are a lot of non-IIM institutes which are also good, which you can apply to, which have amazing placements and which can help you reach the target that you want. Okay, so we know that there are students from top IIMs who do get good placements and who do well, but there are also students from non-top IIMs who also do well in the industry. And yes, it is all about how do you go about it. So let's look at the institutes. So what we'll do is we'll start with the top 10 institutes and see about the non-IIM institutes and see what to apply. I've already made a video of the top good non-IIM institutes. I'll be only restricting myself for the exams and the institute. So first, let's start with the exams. Okay, if I'm looking at the exams, CAT, yes, you apply. I normally recommend everyone to write ZAT also. The reason for writing ZAT is it's a good backup option for CAT. Okay, you write the CAT, but you also write the ZAT because it's a good backup option. It reduces the pressure to some extent on the CAT examination. You can decide whether to take up or not. And there are a lot of colleges that accepts ZAT examination as such. XLRI being one of the top 5 institutes. Apart from that, you have a lot of other institutes like Exam, Bhubaneswar, Goa Institute of Management, etc., which do accept ZAT scores. Now, you may take it up, may not take it up. I know a couple of my students last year who got converted XLRI but did not take it up. They would want to try for ABC. But yes, the fact that you're writing that somewhere, maybe to some extent, maybe not great, reduces some pressure on the CAT examination. And that helps you perform better to some extent. And so, yes, do a plan. Placements in XLRI is almost on par with maybe the top IIMs. Yes, maybe the private equity, the investment banks are not that many, but all the other firms for finance marketing is as good as it. It's obviously best for HR, but it is has good placements for both the finance, the marketing, or the other fields as such. They now also have a Delhi campus where the cutoffs are comparatively a bit lower, so automatically getting there. And but what I've heard, and my students out there, they've got good placements from XLR Delhi. So Delhi also gives a very good placement, and it is XLR Delhi, and it also is considered to be a good institute which you can look at. So the ZAT exam is what you should definitely consider. Okay. Apart from that, and third exam which I normally prefer is a SNAP exam. Why SNAP? Because SNAP has a number of colleges under it, the symbiosis group of colleges. So you have the SIBM Pune and SCMHRD, which are among the top 20 institutes approximately. Apart from that, you have good colleges like SIIB, which is recent. SIDTM has re-engineered their name and everything about themselves, and that is what SIDTM will come into picture. Good college. You also have specialized colleges like there's a medical this one management or health management course. There is this mass communication course. There is also SSBF for finance. So I had a student who went to SSBF. It is not considered to be very great for finance, but he ended up with a decent placements and is doing really good as far as job is concerned. He's happy and has a good job at hand, and he passed from SSBF. So he wanted a finance career, so got into it. So the advantage of and SIOM obviously is a very good college for operations. The advantage of Symbiosis is they have a variety of colleges, but yes, the fees are high and everything else is there. But that you need to research. But I feel that SNAP would be the third important exam after a CAT and the ZAT. Third exam is SNAP. So do give it as such. After SNAP, maybe I would consider, NMAT again because number of colleges and IFT is a good option to back up. So, I mean, it is maybe just outside the top 10, maybe after the MDI Gurgaon, maybe on par with NM and Symbiosis, IBM Pune, would I consider IFT? I mean, just picked up. I mean, there was once upon a time where IFT was not even considered among the top 15, but very frankly, off late, it has picked up really well. It is on par or maybe better than maybe the NM and the SIBM, Symbiosis Pune, to some extent, because comparatively the intake is less and the placements are good. So that's where the advantage of IFT comes. Also, I mean, people are worried that the exam is just 1 week after CAT. I don't think that should be a problem because if you're prepared for CAT, most of your preparation is done for in IFT. You can maybe write a few mocks in between that 1 week, and that should help you to prepare for the exam. Okay. So that is what regards IFT. So exams that you should write: CAT, ZAT, SNAP, NMAT, IFT, MyCat. If you're really interested in advertising and marketing to some extent, I think MyCat is a good option. A lot of people do want to get into MyCat because good legacy as such, known brand, and yes, it is now coming up as a good brand for digital marketing. So MyCat is what you can write. This is obviously one of the best colleges for HR in Bombay. Less intake, so the competition is very, very high, but it is on par with Accelera as far as the HR course goes. The placements are amazing. Only thing it will be a little difficult to get in because of the competition. But the advantage of this is there are also other courses like hospital management, etc., which are also good courses that you can apply to. So you can look at that as far as possible. So I believe a lot of questions on CET, but I'll focus on CAT today, and then I'll look at, if possible, CT or maybe some other day. Okay, these are the exams that you give. Then you have a CMAT exam if you're looking at for other colleges, CT, ATMA, MAT, etc. One more exam that people can look forward to give is the GMAT exam. Not because I'm going to start a coaching for GMAT, maybe crash course after the CAT exam. But yes, GMAT, the advantage of GMAT is a lot of colleges nowadays are accepting GMAT. SPJN, yes, till December 31st, you can look at SPJN as applying to GMAT. ISB, obviously GMAT, Great Lakes GMAT. MDA Gurgaon also accepts GMAT. Apart from MDA Gurgaon, there is other colleges like I think IXM Bhubaneswar accepts, Sapni accepts, and a lot of other colleges, the grade B colleges which are there. Right. So it gives you options as such. Also, the advantage of GMAT is that it is valid for almost 5 years. So if you want in the future to apply abroad, then maybe GMAT is a good exam to write now, and then maybe you can look at application later on. Only problem is it's expensive. Advantage, obviously, if your one attempt goes bad, you can always give a second attempt and try to improve your score. That's one good thing about GMAT. But yes, as I said, the disadvantage is uh, basically the fees are high for GMAT. So around 20,000 is what you need to pay for one exam. So if you want to give a reattempt, it automatically goes 40,000. But yeah, considering the fees of MBA schools, I think it could be worth it that way. So GMAT exam. Coming to colleges specifically, okay. Um, I will come to the question that is there. But coming to the colleges specifically, in terms of top six colleges, ABC obviously top three. I'm not looking at that. XLR FMS, you have to apply. XLR is a separate exam. Do apply for it. FMS, any of the forms comes later on, so you can apply, or whenever forms are out, apply. If you feel you have a chance of FMS, do apply. Okay, the cutoffs are really high. It's supposed to be one of the top colleges. It is with amazing placements, considering the smaller intake, etc. And that's how we go. I'm not comparing colleges right now. You need to compare colleges later on when you convert a colleges, and then based on what you want, you can decide. For example, maybe if I want to do finance, I may choose Bajaj, but if I want to choose marketing, I may choose XLR. Something like that. I mean, you can, it will also depend upon the field of specialization. So, colleges that you need to apply right now would be, I mean, SP Jain is a good option. one of the top 10 colleges. If you're looking at the IIMs, why not SPJN? Their placements almost on par with the good top IIMs. Most of the companies do come there and have great placements. Okay, that is a good advantage of SPJN. So you can look at SPJN as a college. Only the form is lengthy and you need to think through and fill the form. But yes, once you fill the form, your HR answers are taken care of. Okay, after SPJN, you also have the MDI Gurgaon form. Again, fill it up if you feel that you can get a good percentile, even if you have a chance, because sometimes you certainly may improve your scores and you have a chance to get into a top college. You apply if you're an engineer and you feel you have a good chance. They're one of the good colleges as far as the MBA is concerned, right? So yes, so you can look at those as such as well. And after that will come obviously NM Mumbai is good, SIBM Pune is good. These are all good colleges which you can apply to, and IFT yes. But what you should do right now is don't apply to colleges whose form will be available later on. Just think of those colleges whose forms are available right now, who has a last date now. For example, IFT tomorrow is the last date. So think about it right now and apply for it. I mean, good backup option. Think of only the colleges which you have to apply right now rather than wait for the colleges later. Okay, I'll take a few questions which are there, and then maybe we can any further queries you can obviously ask me as such. JPMS accepts almost a lot of exams. CMAT. It used to accept ATMA, MAT. I don't know whether it'll accept this year. It changes every year. But CMAT, CT, CAT, but CAT you have to score 99.98 to get into G, so it doesn't make sense. But yes, other colleges as well. Giving the CAT first time, doing my graduation BA, please suggest approximate what percent. Depends on a lot of factors, Pandey. It depends on your ACADS, it depends on your WorkX, it depends on a lot of factors. Also, it will differ from IIMs to IIMs. So very difficult to put it down in one place. But my suggestion is don't worry about the percentile, just focus on maximizing your scores. What normal ACADS and personnel needed for a NITI Mumbai? NITI normally requires a good, but yeah, if you have a 70 plus in one of them and 80 plus in other, it should do. So I had a candidate who was a OBC who did get into NITI, but yeah, you can get a 70, 80 plus and still get into NITI, provided you have decent, good CAT percentile. Fresher cutoff for IMA, FABM, not sure. I mean, let me put the Rohan. It is normally high FABM cutoff also, but FABM in IMA is normally for agribusiness course. So cutoffs are normally on the little on the lower side, but still it will be high. So if you're a normal person who wanting to get into FABM course, it will be very difficult. You need to have an agri background, and then you have an advantage. Yeah, BSc agri course will have an advantage. What could be a good percentile to convert FMS? Below 17 is 99.9 maybe on Aniket. Need a really high. They do have weightage for 10, 12 marks. So if you're a little low in one of the percentiles, it makes sense to try to score higher. Possible make a detailed video of Cozy Code Finance program, intake fees, placement. We'll try it out, yes. But if it's a finance program, IIM should be a good option. Can take it up. MSc Finance course in JB is a good option. Maybe I would say on par with Sydney MMS course. So if you're looking at it, you can apply for it. It is not on par with the top MBA schools, obviously. So I would definitely look at top MBA schools. I mean, if I get a NM Mumbai or a Symbiosis Pune, or maybe I have to definitely get an MSc Finance in Bajaj. But beyond that, it is maybe on par with the or slightly better than the category B finance course. So that means instead of getting into maybe TAPMI, maybe JBIMS MSc Finance is better, or GIM maybe JBIMS MSc Finance is better. That's how you can look at, right? So I will. So any further questions, you can always put it up on the comments, and I will try to answer as and when we go. This is a short presentation, mainly focusing on the colleges and the exam that you have to write. Focus right now is should be whether you should apply to IFT. I think if you're thinking about it, do apply for it. Makes sense. IRMA is a good option for rural management. Good placements, and therefore it is. IMT is known for marketing, though it has a good finance course also, but it's known for marketing. Do apply for it. Only thing the fees are high, intake is high, but yes, it's known for marketing as such. That's it. So Abhishek, if your ACAD's good and WorkX, it definitely increases the chance of converting colleges. Almost all colleges will have some weightage for ACADs, some depending on which college you apply to. So automatically, good ACADs and a WorkX definitely helps. Sure. More towards banking exam. So backup, yes, you can add Snap. Snap as a SSB, of course, as I said, you can apply. CAT, yes, TAPMI and all have a banking and finance options which you can look at. So yeah, there are colleges which do have a banking courses. There is also the Pune-based college, NIBM Pune. National Institute of Business Banking, I think, and you can look at that also. Yeah, so there are colleges in banking which you can apply to. Right? Fine. So I'll wind up here. Maybe I'll come up with a little bit more videos which will help you to maybe prepare and go about it. Right? So fine. So good night, and maybe see you in the session.